Assassin's Creed Odyssey is a big game, there's no denying that. And since there is so much stuffed into this game, trying to find the best gear for your playstyle can be extremely challenging. That is why today we are going to be going over the best gear and weapon options for you stealthy assassins out there, so you can pretty much one-shot almost every enemy in stealth and deal some massive damage from the shadows. Let's start with the best gear options for stealth builds. To get the most assassin damage possible, you are going to be using the Snake Armor set. You can unlock this by assassinating the Eye of Cosmos branch from the Cultists, which isn't very challenging and you can unlock not too far into the story. The head you are going to use is the Viper's Hood, and as far as I know, this deals the most assassin damage with an extra 15%, so that is very strong. For the torso, we are going to use the Scaled Torso. It deals an additional 15% assassin damage just like the hood. And for the forearms, I am using the Venom Gloves. For the belt, I'm using the Slithering Belt. And for the boots, I'm using the Noxious Boots. All these gear pieces give a 15% assassin damage boost, which overall increases your assassin damage by 75%, which is very strong. Also, just an FYI, the Viper set doesn't actually look like this. I'm just using a visual skin on it, which has no effect on the actual stats of the gear. Moving on to the weapons, definitely my favorite type of weapon to use in Odyssey is the daggers. They have the quickest attack speed and are very effective for taking out an enemy really quickly, just in case you don't get that one-hit assassination. My favorite dagger, and by far the best for stealth, is the Arachne Stingers, that deal another 15% additional assassin damage. Now for the bow, we are going to be using the Fanged Bow, which again deals that additional assassin damage, and I got the engraving on it to boost the headshot damage as well, which can really help. It is also worth mentioning that this build also deals quite a lot of poison damage with the daggers and the bow, so that's an added bonus. And as you can see, we have a total of 105% extra assassin damage, and we've got a really good damage output right there. And obviously, if you're a higher level, like I'm only level 43 on here, but if you're a higher level, you'll see that damage output increase significantly. Alright, so that's it for our gear and weapons. Now let me show you what abilities I like to use with this build. Now since this is a stealth build, obviously the most important skill tree is the assassin tree. In my first slot, I like to use Rush Assassination. This ability is extremely overpowered and it is great for taking out 2 to 3 enemies while remaining in stealth afterwards. The next ability is Shadow of Nyx, which is also really strong. It turns you invisible so you can walk straight up to enemies or even go right past them without being detected. The third ability is Hero Strike, and the reason I like to have this is for those slightly higher level enemies with more HP that I can't one-shot assassinate. I like to do as much damage as I can with the stealth attack and then immediately use my Hero Strike, which should finish off whatever remaining health they have, depending on what level they are. And what's so great about this as well is that when you stealth attack and then hero strike an enemy, they don't even have any time to react or attack you. So it's a great way of staying in stealth when you can't one-shot assassinate. The final ability I like to use is Vanish. This ability is great because whenever you mess up in stealth or get spotted, you can just pop Vanish, go back into cover, and the enemies will lose you and you will be right back in stealth. So it's a nice little crutch to have just in case you mess up in your stealth encounters. There are also some really important pass abilities to have for this, like Critical Assassinations, Shadow Assassin, and Stealth Master that help with extra assassin damage, slow down enemy detection, and all that good stuff. Ranged abilities are also very important, and these work for any build really. You're going to want to use Predator Shot, which is great for killing enemies who are on horseback or moving. Next, I recommend Multi-Shot. If you have it high enough level, you can kill like 6 enemies at the same time, which is not only good for stealth, but looks awesome. Ghost Arrows of Artemis is also fantastic. I mean, you can literally shoot enemies through walls, so I don't know why you wouldn't have it. And Devastating Shot, which is probably my most used ability, and it's fantastic for getting one-shots with the bow and stealth. It makes taking out ranged enemies so much easier. It is also good for killing enemies quickly once they spot you from a distance as well. That pretty much does it for this stealth build for Assassin's Creed Odyssey. If you found the video helpful or you enjoyed it, please leave a like on the video and feel free to subscribe to the channel. I make a lot of builds like this. In fact, I made ones for AC Unity and Syndicate already. I also created a Discord channel, so if you want to play some co-op with me on games like Assassin's Creed or Ghost Recon, then feel free to join. I also love talking to you guys about my videos and hearing some of your requests. So if that interests you at all, click the link below. Other than that, that'll be all from me. Have a great day and stay stealthy, assassins.